that you've tried one on your own, let's look at going from a fraction now to a decimal. So we know that to convert any fraction to a decimal, what operation do we do? We divide. And what was that phrase Mr. De Leon taught us to remind us of our number placement? Bow tie. So remembering bottom out, top in, right? So these are quick reminders from 6th grade before we go ahead and read this problem. It says to write the number 3/20 as a decimal and to describe our process. So I'm going to describe it as I go along verbally, so make sure you're listening and writing this down as well in your notebook. So we know that bow tie is helpful, right, to help us coordinate the numbers and where they go inside the tent. However, we could also think of this as 3 candy bars, 3 green candy bars, ew, and how we're going to divide them into 20 pieces, right? And so I could show the 20 pieces, right? And now I'm not even counting anymore visually. So I know I'm breaking up the 3 into 20 spots or 20 pieces for each person. I also know that the 3 candy bars will not be enough to give every single person a whole candy bar. So they're going to get a very small amount, right? We're going to get a small piece, which makes sense because we're going to have a decimal in the end to show how much each person gets in this situation. Now, I did just make this candy bar situation up. But the idea is still the same, that 20 is our divisor and 3 is our dividend. That's what's going to be broken up into the 20 pieces. Okay, so I know 20 does not go into 3. So I'm going to add my decimal and a 0 and see if 20 goes into 30. Sure enough, it does one time. And I'm going to bring another 0 down for my remainder. And 20 goes into 100 5 times. So my decimal that I get is 0.15, or like we just discussed in the earlier problem, 15 hundredths, right? 15 hundredths. So I know that these two numbers are equivalent. We just converted it into a decimal form. All right, so let's go ahead and try one on our own.